Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium. And 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Piastri, Antonelli, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Verstappen, Hadjar, Albon, Behrman, and Franco Colapinto, Perez, Stroll, Liam Lawson, and Alonso, Lindblad, Bortoletto, Charles Leclerc, and Pierre Gasly, Sainz, Hülkenberg, Ocon, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Okay, mate, radio check, please. Radio check.
Yes, copy loud and clear.
Okay, so we didn't have the performance in qualifying this weekend, but considering last race, we might still be able to get a points finish.
All right. So it looks like it may end up starting to rain around maybe lap 6, lap 7, according to the forecast. So dry to wet, it'll be interesting if a pit stop occurs. If it doesn't, as long as it's not like torrential, it probably won't. We'll just tough it out on dries and wet track, dry tire challenge. All right, here we go. 4, 5 lights. We've got past a couple off the start. We're already up into the points. We've gone from 13th to 8th in half a lap. This being... Oh, looks like we might get Hadjar on the battery here. I don't know why I braked so early there. All right, up to P7. Good start so far. Agile's all over the back of me. Oh, almost squeezed him into the fence there. That was dodgy on my part, and also lost 2 spots there with Albon. I'm going to try and hang around the outside of Albon there to get that spot back at least. I didn't even realize he was behind Albon there. Oh, little touch. Isaac Hadjash lining up his teammate, going to go around the outside. Alex Albon going to go around the outside of us. I think the extra... Oh, that wrecked myself. I think the extra wings we put on for the wet session, thinking it may be a wet race, are hurting us. Hurting us down that straight, as we have I think it's that Ollie Behrman looking to line us up from behind.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
I feel like a sitting duck on these straights. As we've fallen back outside the points. Oh, Verstappen's in the fence! I'm gonna dive all 3 of them. Take no prisoners. Getting a little aggressive there. Gotta not be so aggressive on the throttle there.
Still looking good.
So we got Charles Leclerc behind us now. Wouldn't change out of gear. Ah, that cost us there. We might have been able to make a move on Alex. Actually, we still might be able to. He's clipping now. Probably because you had a bit of battery there, I suppose. Oh, big dive bomb. He's still there? No, he's not. But yeah, you can basically run your battery empty at the end of that long straight because you threw the little fucking Mickey Mouse section under the overpass. You basically get all your battery back. We got Piastri in front.
Green flag.
Really don't like that last left-hander. Not at all. These two fighting. Piastri and Russell having an all-time ding-dong up in front. Yellow flag ahead.
I've got information on Albon for you. Okay, they're out of this race.
Oh, it's Albon behind us is retiring and I didn't put the thing in straight mode. Jesus Christ. Open the wings. Oh, I cannot stop for that corner. What's the gap behind? 4.4 back to Leclerc. Tires are burning up. Maybe. Oh, that front right is cooked. A little bit.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
It was 10 to 15 minutes ago. So I guess we're not getting rain, so we're going to go dry all the way through this sprint. So I feel like an idiot for tacking on some more rear wing. And making this thing basically a fucking Nissan Cube down the straights. can't brake. I got marbles on my tires or something. Or have I got blistering? What's the effect going on my front tires there? Abuse the Mickey Mouse section. Yeah, just gotta like jump the curbs, basically. I need Disney to like sponsor the Miami Grand Prix and actually name this section the Mickey Mouse section. Looking at other HUD elements and I'm not looking at the fucking road. I feel like I've developed some understeer. Surprise, Rizzy, you watch sports games at Disney Plus? Yeah, they have a thing with ESPN, I think. I know, at least in Australia, that's how we can watch the NBA.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Oh, shit.
Thanks, mate.
P6. Not bad for the sprint. But easily best of the rest. In front of one Ferrari. Is the NBA big in Australia?
So with the sprint concluded, join us next time
Sort of.
for qualifying.
I don't know.
Of course,
I know a few
the main
people that
event,
sort of
this
follow it, but
weekend's Formula One Grand Prix.
I don't think
We'll
it's
see you next
huge.
time.
Well, we have the NBL here that I don't know how they compared. I don't think so though. The US can watch F1 through Disney Plus. I thought they had to deal with Apple TV this year in the US because there was a whole big thing about it. I think last year, how Apple TV got the F1 rights for 2 or 3 years, or something like that. So I don't know if that's a thing with Apple TV and Disney that you can watch it through there. But yeah, I definitely need Disney to sponsor. Yeah. KO has its moments. But then where else are we going to watch things? That's the problem. You watch it through F1 TV. That's a disappointing thing. I can't get F1 TV. I have to use KO. Because I'm locked out of F1 TV in Australia. Because I'd want to do it so I can use multi-viewer. And like have fucking screens upon screens of things. Because I got 3 monitors on my PC. I'd have just onboards and fucking driver tracking and timing and all that kind of shit. I'd have that shit everywhere if I could use multi-viewer with F1 TV, but I can't even use F1 TV. Annoyingly. So I have to use KO. Which restricts what you can do. You lost your NZ subscription when you move here? Yeah, because you're locked out of it, so you have to use KO then. Because it's region locked. Alright. Sprint results. Hamilton taking home the win. Lando Norris in P2. Kimi Antonelli finishing off the podium. Then Russell, Piastri, myself, Charles Leclerc, and Carlos Sainz finish out the points. Isaac Hadjar ended up falling out of the points into 9th. And then the rest of the people.